Welcome to Drake and John's Beer Adventures. I'm Drake,
I'm John.
and this is the last time you'll see Drake and John's Beer Adventures on Twitch because, we don't feel like being on Twitch anymore to
No.
drink. But we are gonna record it and still post to YouTube, and then we will straight up always be going to TikTok.
Yep.
So it's gonna be a fun time.
So if you still want to see us, follow us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the YouTube every Wednesday, usually between 4 and 6 p.m. We're up there. So
That is correct.
you catch us then. So, yeah, well, we have a special episode today.
Southern Tier.
Southern Tier.
Southern Tier.
Southern Tier.
We actually had a really dope tasting on Thursday with Southern Tier. So we kind of skipped what we planned on doing and we went straight to some Southern Tier because, it was a very impressive night. So
Yeah,
we would like to actually share this with you. We brought one that we tasted there, and then we brought one that neither of us have tasted at all. So
No.
you're going to experience that with us. About to be sick.
I was invited to this tasting by my mother, and of course, if I'm going to a beer tasting locally, I have to invite my counterpart here.
Yeah.
So we'll probably be going to most of them, I'd say,
I hope.
tentatively, as long as it works out with our schedules, but we're going to try to go to as many as we can.
Truth.
But we're going to start off with
I'm not gonna completely fill her up.
No. We're going to start off with Old Man Winters.
Old Man Winters. It's a winter ale, seasonal. 7.5%.
Yep.
We got them in our Southern Tier 2x Xmas glasses.
Yes, which you'll see these again during the month of December for our Christmas beer episodes.
When we do 2x Xmas.
When we do 2x Xmas. Or just when we do whatever, because we got a couple Christmassy glasses.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you'll
get a good rotation of Christmassy glasses. Put you in the season. I'll be wearing a wreath, obviously, around my body. He will have a string of Christmas lights on him. So, we'll be festive, I mean.
Festivus like the rest of us. So,
smells good.
and I mean, one thing about Southern Tier, their logo is huge on the front of everything. Like, it is a Southern Tier. So, I mean, when you look at that beer name, like Old Man Winter, I think that is clever.
Yeah.
Because, you just think about Old Man Winter, and, I just imagine that this is what he's drinking.
Well, a winter ale, isn't that wouldn't that be also called the winter warmers? When you call them the winter ales? Because I've heard of a winter warmer. So I don't know if it's the same thing or not, but if it is a winter warmer, then Old Man Winter is,
I'm assuming
a clever name.
I'm assuming it's probably going to be like that Shiner.
Yeah, well,
that type of.
They don't call that
ale.
a winter warmer either.
I don't know. I've never heard the word winter warmer in my life.
Oh, no?
No, that's why I'm like, sure.
I've seen it on several beers. They call them winter warmers. It might be, something that coincides, but it looks like a normal, almost reddish colored ale.
Yeah.
So it might warm you up. I don't know. Might make you cool, depending on how you drink it.
True. So did we clever the name? Is that what we did?
Yeah, I'd say it's clever.
And then for bottle art, I'm gonna go with eye catching, just because you see that it's the Southern Tier.
Yeah.
The box itself was more eye catching than the bottle.
It usually is when you buy a 6-pack of bottles. It's usually the box itself that has all the artwork on it, because you're only seeing from here, here up on the bottle. So
Truth.
Like we've said before, I really want a brewery to coincide the box art with the top of the bottle. So have the box art coincide with here up, and I would give that a mind blowing. I think that would be super dope.
That would be really cool.
But I'll give it unique, because I mean, it's blue. It's got some snowflakes on there. It looks unique to me.
Yeah.
It's not, I haven't seen the box, but that's the main
True.
draw. So for bottles, like we've said in the past, it's kind of catch-22.
Yeah, it's
As
definitely.
far as artwork
I
goes.
should have brought the box over.
Yeah.
I have it over there, but what about the aroma? What do you get?
Smells like an ale. Smells
I
like
mean,
a
it makes sense.
heavier red ale type
Winter
thing.
ale, a heavier ale.
Yep. So let's give
So
her
I'm a spot on the aroma because I mean, definitely you could smell that it's heavy.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let that one marinate. It hits you really.
It's deep.
It hits you right in the center of the tongue, and then as it keeps going, it just gets more and
I was
more.
just trying to see if it had any like
An IBU.
no. Like if it had like what like notes were supposed to be in it. I guess I could look that up.
It just tastes like
I enjoy it.
a dark ale, like a darker ale. It's not like a light lager. It's
a winter ale. Winter ales are harsher.
Yeah, it's a darker ale. It's not bad.
It's kind of in like that same family as like the like Sam Adams Winter Lager or like that type of stuff.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, this would be like a sipper. Like I feel like you would pour this and you would just like turn on your electric fireplace heater and sit in front of it and then just sip on this watching TV in the wintertime.
Most definitely.
So that's where I picture myself when I'm drinking a beer like this. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't bring it to a party. It's not that kind of beer. It's more like
I got a little more smell.
just hanging out with yourself or your wife or just a couple friends, and this is what you drink.
I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it was like thick in taste, but not so much body. Like
Right, it's got a really light. It doesn't sit heavy in your mouth and on your tongue.
yeah,
Like after it goes down, you get the bitter notes going down the side of your tongue, but that's really about it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm a palate please it because for what it is as a winter ale, I mean, it gave us the harsh, deep notes.
Mhm.
It gave us exactly like I mean, we took a sniff of it, like it definitely gave us what we were thinking it would be.
Yep.
Not that it's something that I would like specifically buy just because it's not really my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it was Southern Tier, I was like, I want to try something I haven't had by them.
Right.
So I'm not mad about it. I would still tell people to buy it, obviously.
Oh, yeah. I could actually see myself buying this. I'm going to give it a mission accomplished for the flavor profile just because it gave me everything I was expecting out of this particular beer.
Yeah. I 100% agree with the mission accomplished. That's why I was saying, like, just because it's not part of my repertoire.
It seemed like you were on the fence a little bit. You're like, what do I do?
I was teetering between 5 and 4, but I kind of wanted to hear what your thought was on it a little bit.
He'll do this because he goes first, and then he gives what he thinks, and then I give what I think, and then I give an explanation. And he's like, you know what? The man's not wrong.
But that's why there's that's where there's two of us.
Right. There
and that's the difference. Like if I was literally sitting here by myself, like, all right, guys, we're gonna drink Old Man Winter today. Oh boy. Cheers.
But as far as the overall, I will give it a 4 out of 5. I'll give it a damn good beer. I like it. It's not like in my normal wheelhouse of beers.
Okay.
But I can see where I would get a craving for something like this in the middle of January or February, on a Saturday evening. There's 8 inches of snow flying outside, and this is what I'm going to want.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? This is what I'm going to want. So, on to our next one that I'm very excited about.
All right, so everyone, turn your volume up. I'm gonna put the can underneath the microphone so that you guys can hear the Nitro Crack.
Hopefully it captures
Let's see.
Hopefully it captures it this time because we have troubles with it.
All right, you ready?
it.
All right.
We got it on our screen. I don't know if you guys got it on your screen, but we got it on ours. But this is the one that I think was our favorite.
Then. All right. It was very hard with how thick it was.
That's the Nitro. We gotta let it settle for a second.
Yeah. It's a thick boy.
Yeah. But no, we actually had this one at our table for the tasting, and obviously it's a Nitro, so they brought them to you, and they brought them to you pre-cracked. They were cracking them over at the head table over there, and the waitress or rep, whoever was bringing us the cans, were like, "Hey, can you bring one of those over here uncracked because we want to hear the Nitro sound?" And she's like, "Oh, absolutely, for sure." So we brought it over. We had everybody at our table listen to the Nitro sound because it's unique.
Right.
Like, it's an extremely unique sound that, like, you're not going to get from opening a regular can of beer. Like, it grumbles and it growls, and that's the beer becoming carbonated. So this beer is essentially as close as you can get to tap beer from a can.
Correct.
So,
and I would say probably some of the best beers on tap are the Nitro taps.
Yep.
And that's why Guinness is just so great, because of the way it has to be poured.
Yep.
Like, so this is what I like about this can. All right. So this right here, I'm going straight to, I'm not even going to say can art. This can gets a 5 for mind blowing. Reason being, cans should have this much information on them.
Okay.
So you look at the front, the whole top just says Nitro Blackwater Series, Nitro Blackwater Series, Nitro Blackwater Series.
I want to show you this before the head dies down. The can resembles
the beer.
The beer.
Yep.
So, like, you can see the head on the beer and the darkness on the can, and it looks like there's head on the can itself.
And then, so you look at the front. So it also, again, says Nitro Blackwater Series, S'mores, Imperial Milk Stout. And then it tells you what the beer is. Ale with chocolate, graham crackers, and vanilla flavors added.
Mm-hmm.
Then you turn a little bit further, and we've got pour into your favorite glass or drink from the can. Alcohol, 10%. Color, black. Body, creamy and heavy. Bitterness, low to moderate. Volume, 9.6 full ounces. Made with lactose sugar. Like, all of it combined, mind-blowing can.
I'll give it a mind-blowing because it looks pretty dope. And like I said, it actually looks like the can. Like, the can looks like the beer once you pour it, so I'll give her a mind-blowing for that. So let's move on to
beer name.
name.
Well, S'mores.
To the point.
Nitro S'mores. I mean, it's definitely to the point. What about the aroma?
Smells like chocolates.
Literally smells like chocolate, marshmallow, and then graham cracker. Like, touche. Let's get that flavor profile.
Deliciousness. That's good. See, these chocolate stouts are they're like killing us.
They're growing on us.
They are seriously growing on us.
This is bullshit.
Because when we first started this,
I was never a stout man.
He's like, I swear to God, if you ever bring a stout onto this show, you kicked off.
And guess who's brought all the stouts?
Yeah.
This dum-dum. And I love them. But I also, reason I don't like stouts, I don't like coffee at all. Hands down, I don't like coffee, and I don't like dark chocolate. And it's a 50-50 spin when I grab a stout if it's going to have one of those in it.
Right. That's why, I'll go for, the chocolate ones. And, I've noticed with these, chocolate stouts and stuff like that, a lot of breweries will try to put, a spiciness to it as well.
Doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it.
Does not need spice.
This looks like a big old chocolate milk.
Oh,
it
looks like a big old chocolate milk.
Big old chocolate milk.
Yeah.
But no, that's good.
Absolutely delicious.
Could I drink 4 of them, no, because they're
heavy.
a heavy beer. Like I could drink one of them, and the way I would prefer to drink this beer is over the course of about an hour. So that way I can give it the chance to maybe warm up a little bit to, slightly colder than room temperature.
Yeah.
And then get that extra taste from them, because I've had stuff like this before, and as it like warms a little bit, you'll get a lot more of the flavor, especially from these darker beers. And you don't really lose any of the taste. It's not like when your Miller Lite or your Bud Light goes warm, it gets nasty. That's not the way these work. Like when they get warm, the flavor almost grows in some of them.
Yeah.
Like I've drank sour beers, and as they get warm, they get more sour. So, just for your own little test, you can try this at home. Just have your beer just set out for an hour if you drink them too fast, or just drink it over the course of an hour, and you'll notice an entirely different flavor profile from that beer.
Yeah, most definitely.
Just little things I've learned over the course of the 4 months doing this.
I personally am accomplishing this. I don't know about you. 5 out of 5?
I'll give it a 5 out of 5.
What are we looking for the overall?
Overall, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Or 4.5 out of 5, I'm sorry.
Hard slapper?
I'm slapping it hard. It's a 4.5 out of 5 for me.
I'm hard slapping her as well.
It's not that there's anything missing here for me. It's just like a cup, like just there. It's like I'm teeter-tottering, between
only thing that I wish that I tasted a little bit more was the graham cracker. So I smell it, but I don't taste as much graham cracker as I do the chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, you get a little bit of like a cinnamon notes from the graham cracker, like at the very end. But if you've ever had like an actual s'mores like sandwich from the fire, you don't really get graham cracker flavor anyways, because the chocolate and marshmallow overpower it, which is the same case with this beer.
Oh, well then, since you're over here changing my mind, guess this bitch getting the nectar. Since you done taught me what a s'mores is supposed to taste like.
Which he doesn't like the smell of campfire, so he does.
I make him in the microwave.
But no, this is a very good beer. It was good during the tasting. It was good now. It hasn't lost any flavor for me. It's still a beer that I'm going to continue to look for over this holiday season.
For sure.
To share with family, friends, and
all of the above.
Whomever else might want to try this chocolatey, stouty deliciousness.
Europe.
That Southern Tier calls s'mores.
S'mores. All right, guys. So, as we said,
this is goodbye.
This is the last time we're going to be on Twitch. But if you're watching us on YouTube like you should be, then you'll see us every Wednesday at 4 p.m.
No, you'll never lose us.
Never, ever.
But,
and make sure to tune in every single Sunday night at 9 p.m. We will be on TikTok doing our own adventure with some beers.
Yeah, if you miss us live, you can just go there, subscribe there. And
there's a lot of content.
Who knows? We can... the nice thing about TikTok is we have the ability to split screen. So who knows? We might split screen with some of you guys that can't really be here. So
yeah, you just need 1,000 followers.
Yes. All right, guys.
On that note,
see ya.
Peace out.